Hey everyone, so a bit of a different video today. I'm going to be showing you how to finish night 7 at 420 mode, all extreme difficulty animatronics in the first 5 Nights at Freddy's game. So before we jump in, just a note, I am playing on the PS4 version on PS5, so for me it was even harder than it might be for those playing on PC. But basically the controls for those playing on PlayStation are pressing L1 to check the camera, press X to check doors, to open and close doors, and press circle to check the lights. And for lights for night 7, you basically absolutely need to press circle twice in quick succession. You need to double tap the lights essentially. This way you save a few percent of power every hour, and before I started doing this, it was basically impossible for me to reach 5 a.m. I basically couldn't make it that far, but as soon as I started double tapping the lights when I checked them, it's been much easier to get later into the night. And I would highly recommend it. It's basically mandatory. Just think of it like that, and you'll be way more successful with that in mind. And another thing to keep in mind is the movement opportunities for all these four animatronics you see. So for Freddy, the movement opportunity is 3 seconds. For Bonnie and Chica, it's 5 seconds, or 4.99 roughly, or something like that. And for Foxy, it's around 15 seconds. So basically, meaning at the start of the night, you want to go into your camera early, like as soon as you can, because if you don't go into your camera, Foxy won't be stalled. Because if you're checking a camera of literally any room, Foxy will not move because he will be stalled. And the same goes for Freddy if you're looking at the camera of the room that he is in, which is what we're going to be doing for most of the night. He's going to be in cam 4B for the East Hall corner room pretty much the whole night. So once we start the night, which I'll go ahead and play it. As soon as I start, I go to cam 4B. That's actually the long way, the way I did it. You can just press up and right from the beginning to get there. If you literally just go into your camera, press up, press right, and you're at cam 4B. I don't know why I took the long scenic route there, but yeah. So the key is the rhythm as well as the double tapping the lights. So my rhythm is check both lights, double tap both lights, check cam, and you don't want to immediately drop your camera. So there, Freddy is already in East Hall corner. I believe he laughs every time he moves. So you'll hear some laughing in the beginning. That's basically just Freddy moving. So here he is in East Hall corner where he'll be for pretty much 95% of the time, if I had to guess. And our camera is going to stay on him for as long as it can, because there is a 3-second rule, as I mentioned earlier. You can't go 3 seconds without checking this camera, otherwise Freddy might reach out. Reach out is understating it. He will attack you and the run will be done for. So always check East Hall corner as often as possible. Um, this way you'll stall Freddy. Freddy won't attack you if you check him at least once every 3 seconds or less. And this will also stall Foxy because he has 15 seconds of movement opportunity, meaning like if you go 15 seconds without checking a camera, he will have the chance to attack you. And I believe since it's on extreme mode, it's basically a guarantee. Same for any of the animatronics. Their movement opportunity in easier modes means like they might move or have a choice to move every few seconds. But since we're on extreme, they will move regardless. Freddy can actually move away from you as well to cam 4A, the East Hall. Sometimes that's why you'll see static when you look at East Hall corner. That doesn't mean your run is dead per se. It just means that Freddy moved to East Hall. East Hall corner is now vacant, or maybe Chica is there. And sometimes you'll see Chica in East Hall corner as well in this cam. Like later in the run, I'll point it out. But that might also mean that Chica and Freddy are both in East Hall corner. So you want to keep that in mind as well. So again, double tap both lights, check cam, and you want to stall the camera as well. Foxy won't be stalled unless the white flashes that come on when the monitor appears are done. You don't want to put the camera back down while the flashes are still playing because that won't count against Foxy's movement opportunity. So you want to keep that in mind as well. That's very important. So check both lights. There's Chica, there's Bonnie. And another thing I like to do, I love this mini strat that I sort of found that no one really mentions. I press L1 and X at around the same time so that I can close the door and check cams at the same time. This way, my rhythm doesn't get thrown off like it would if I pressed L1 and X before one another, and it would mess up the whole rhythm of the whole thing. This way, I can just continue playing without paying too much mind to the door. So press monitor and door at the same time. Freddy's moving, that's why there's static. But he's not moving towards us because we've checked his camera at least once every 3 seconds. So there's Chica. Every time they attack, basically you just want to close their door, check the camera, and then continue the rhythm. Like, there's really not much more to go over than that. And there I actually made a mistake. I actually checked the door while Bonnie's reflection was still there. So if I go back frame by frame, you can see Bonnie's reflection over there. See, notice here it's not showing. Here it is. It's like right at the corner where the window and the wall meet. And when you see that, just keep the door closed. Bonnie is still there right outside. And for some reason I opened the door, maybe out of habit or panic or something. But there you go, there's no reflection there anymore, and you can open the door and continue. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Besides, I mean, keeping a cool head during this can be difficult. I was actually listening to Usher's music, if you know Usher. I was just bumping some R&B to kind of take my mind off of the tense atmosphere that this game has, obviously. I'm not a big fan of horror games, but I just wanted to try this game out anyway because it's such a classic. And I did enjoy it. All the way through from nights 1 to 7. It was a good experience, even though I've had quite a few jump scares. Like that one, for example, which if you see the "It's Me" screen, that doesn't actually mean anything in this case. Golden Freddy will not be a problem because we're not checking the West Hall corner. I don't think Golden Freddy spawns unless you check the West Hall corner and his picture appears there. It's like a 1 in a million chance. Not exactly, it's like 1 in 32,000 or something. I don't know the exact number. It's irrelevant to this, of course, but yeah, so just left light, right light, double tapping the whole time, checking camera, stalling Freddy and Foxy by staying on the camera for like half a second. White flash disappears, you're good to go. White flash disappears, good to go. And just keep doing that. Keep staying in camera 4B. And actually one of the biggest run killers for me, there's Freddy moving to East Hall again, he's not coming in the office. But one of the biggest run killers was moments when I would accidentally, there it is again, I'll run it back. I pressed L1 and X at the same time. You can close the door at the same time as your monitor starts to come up, which is kind of crazy. So you can press L1 and X at the same time. But yeah, the biggest run killer was checking cameras and moving the control stick at the same time because my muscle memory is telling me to pan the camera like I am now. You want to avoid touching the control stick if you're on console and you're checking the monitors. Really, really avoid that. That will be the worst part about this whole grind, is moving the control stick by accident while you're still in cams, and it moves to the kitchen, and while Foxy is still stalled because you're in the cameras, Freddy is not because you're not looking at Freddy directly. So that 3-second rule will be up pretty much. I believe you should be able to save it, but it would take like super lightning speed. I wouldn't recommend even entertaining the idea. And there you go again. I opened the door at the same time as checking the cameras. But yeah, avoid moving the control stick or D-pad to pan the camera. Just avoid panning the camera in general while you're in cams. You want to do them separately, because if you move the left stick, like I did a few times and lost quite a few runs from, you will go to kitchens or something, and East Hall Corner will be unguarded, and Freddy will come and attack you a lot of the time. Or if you won't, then Chica will. So it's just a matter of keeping the rhythm going the whole way through for the whole 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Sometimes you'll get double attacks from both Chica and Bonnie. Sometimes they will be there for seconds and seconds. It can be very annoying. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if I got the movement opportunity information correct. I'm not super well versed on the lore, on the technicalities as well, but sometimes they move way quicker than like 5 seconds. Like sometimes it doesn't seem like they're there for 5 seconds, like the movement opportunity suggests. Maybe that's exclusive to them, like attacking and getting in the office or something. But yeah, I know that the doors jam when Bonnie and Chica are in the office with you. In those cases, you'll want to go into your monitor and never come out, essentially. But those shouldn't happen with this strat. I wouldn't worry about Bonnie and Chica as long as you're checking the lights and closing the doors when you have to, and then checking East Hall Corner for Freddy specifically, as well as Foxy, of course, because checking any camera will stall Foxy. Literally, East Hall Corner, while Foxy is in 1C, you can check 4B and 1C will be stalled as well. That's sort of how I see it. And yeah, sometimes you'll see Chica at East Hall Corner when you check the cameras, but that may also mean that Freddy is there as well. There's no screen for Freddy and Chica in the same room. There's no animation for that. But yeah, it's not guaranteed that it's just Chica in East Hall Corner. Sometimes Freddy goes to East Hall, yes, but you don't want to take that chance. There's Bonnie still there, checking camera again. Bonnie's not there anymore. I open the door and check cams at the same time, just to make sure I'm keeping that 3-second rule in mind. And Freddy going to East Hall again, coming back. Sometimes he takes short little trips. And oh, another thing to mention, so my power is at, okay, so it just hit 5 a.m. and I'm at 12%. That's pretty good. Anything below 12% is kind of on the risky side, which you'll see why in a minute. But it's a good thing to have sort of milestones in mind, like hitting 1 a.m. with 80% and up is ideal. Hitting 2 a.m. with 60% up and up is ideal. Hitting 3 a.m. with 45 and I believe 4 a.m. with 25% power in the bottom left corner. And double tapping the lights helps a lot. You save a few percent every hour and it makes it way easier. Chica leaves and I just continue. And at 4% power, exactly 4%, you want to let go of everything. This is a method that has worked for many other people and has worked for me in this video as well. You'll see it in a second, but at 4%, you want to drop everything. You'll get around 30 seconds of free time where they won't attack and end the run. Even Foxy was basically designed to attack you if you're sort of idle. But for some reason, none of the 4 animatronics attack. See, let me run it back a little bit. So 5%, checking stuff. I'm in the monitor at 4%. I leave immediately and open the door and leave everything at 4%. So this way you get around, like I said, 30 seconds where you can just sit and hope and pray that none of these guys will attack, which they shouldn't. It's proven to work. And this is where it gets intense. The lights go out after 0, and let's see what happens. And if you're at 11% power at 5 a.m., you may have to see Freddy's song, but not me. I had 12%, I was fine. But there you go. 6 a.m. on the hardest night in the game. Fairly simple method. Once you get it down, getting it down is the hard part. Keeping your head cool is another hard part. And even the internet is having trouble loading this video. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully it helped you guys out, cleared some stuff up. Leave any comments below if you have any questions. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video or if it helped. There we go, internet's back up. And yeah, we got fired from this place for being too good at the game. For some reason. We didn't even tamper with the animatronics. They very much tampered with us. But yeah, really good game, I would say. Really tough night. But once you finish night 7, it'll feel amazing. Trust me. Wish you guys the best of luck on the grind. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.